Your Kyvek 1250 no-touch cleaning system is equipped with a removable black box assembly that houses the mechanical components of your system. If you determine that your system needs service or repair, this video will demonstrate how to remove and replace the black box, reducing downtime. To remove the black box, we'll need a flathead screwdriver or a 1/4-inch driver. Before we remove the system's black box, we'll need to empty the fresh water tank as well as the vacuum tank. If there is water in the freshwater tank and your vacuum motor is still functioning properly, you can use the system's vacuum to empty the tank. Plug the system into an electrical outlet and ensure that the GFCI is lit. Then, unwrap the vacuum hose fully from the system. Turn on the vacuum motor. Place the vacuum hose into the fresh water tank to remove any water that may be in the tank. Lift the hose out of the standing water periodically to allow the water to evacuate the vacuum hose. When the tank is empty, use the Easy Drain dump hose to empty the vacuum tank before proceeding. If your vacuum motor is not functioning, you can use another Kyvek system or a wet-dry vacuum to remove the water from the freshwater tank. If this is not an option, place towels beneath the system to catch water that will drain from the tank when the intake and return hoses are disconnected in later steps. It's recommended that you perform these steps in an area with adequate drainage, especially if there is standing water in the freshwater tank. Once the fresh water and vacuum tanks are empty, we'll remove the pressure hose, disconnect and remove any chemicals on the system, and remove the electrical cord. Unwrap the entire length of the pressure hose. Then, disconnect the hose from the system at the quick disconnect. Pull up on the quick disconnect collar and pull the hose from the connection. With the pressure hose disconnected, set it aside to be used with the replacement black box. Next, remove the chemical cap from the chemical bottle and set the chemical aside. Then, unwrap the electrical cord from the system. Unplug it from the black box and set it aside. Finally, disconnect the vacuum intake from the elbow on the top of the system. To remove the black box, we'll need to lay it on its back. Grab the system's push handle and place your foot up against the back wheel to keep the system from rolling. Then tip the unit backwards and lay it on the floor. Next, we'll remove the bolts that attach the black box to the system. There are 4 bolts, 2 on each side of the black box that secure it to the system. Loosen or remove the 3 yellow thumb bolts along with the metal hook bolt on the pressure hose side of the black box. Set the bolts aside to use when we attach the replacement black box. Now, place your feet on the push handles and tilt the tanks upward to separate them from the black box. Stand the tanks upright so you have access to the water line and return line in the next steps. Next, we'll disconnect the pump's water and return lines. Remove the return lines first by loosening the clamp with a flathead screwdriver or 1/4-inch driver and slide it out of the way. Now pull on the return line to disconnect it from the tank. Now repeat the process with the pump's water line. Loosen the clamp and slide it out of the way. Then remove the water line from the tank. If you are unable to empty the freshwater tank completely, water will begin to drain from the tank when you disconnect the water and return lines. Place towels on the system to catch any water that may drain out. With everything disconnected, we're ready to attach the replacement black box to the system. In the next video module, we'll cover the process of replacing your system's black box.